Morning guys, welcome to the Shades and a brand new video today. Now this is a different location altogether. Just before we started the video about a big match this weekend for Chelsea visiting Etihad, playing Man City this weekend. But just before the start of the video, just want to say about this location. Now people who have been watching these videos for a long time, this is where I all started 6 months back making these videos. This is my place, this is my home, my crib. Nice to make this place here. This is the airport just beside it, so the flights take off and land, so you might see some flights coming in. You might have listened to some noise, so excuse me for that one. But this is where we started. I'm just traveling a little bit, so I wanted to come over here, make a video over here. So let's now not waste any more time and just get on with the video right now. So big things happening this weekend, but the biggest thing is the Chelsea match versus Man City, a huge match. But before I come to that match, I have small thing to talk about. It's a very small matter, but we need to talk about this small matter. This is Jose Mourinho to Tottenham Hotspurs. What happened? Seriously. 1 second for Pochettino. 1 second's gone. So yeah, coming to the big thing that first and foremost, sad to see Pochettino being sacked after five and a half years of glorious good days. I mean, I sound like a Spurs fan, right? I am not. But yes, it was good for him. It was good for Spurs for a little bit. But things had to go wrong, and it went wrong after the high of getting into the Champions League final for Spurs, losing it at a freakish penalty to Liverpool. I don't like either of those teams, but either one of them won. Some Chelsea fans will say it was better that Liverpool won. But it would have been even worse for Chelsea fans, though we won the Europa Cup. But yeah, but anyways, coming back to it, what I feel about Jose going to Spurs. First and foremost, I don't feel anything. It's been quite some time that Jose has not been part of Chelsea. It's been quite some time that it doesn't really matter. It is just really doesn't really matter that what he thinks about Chelsea. It doesn't really matter for what we think about him. At the end of the day, what really happened is that Jose gave his best when he was part of Chelsea. That is back in 2005, 2006, 2007, those 3 years where we won back-to-back Premier League trophies, came second to Manchester United, and then even on the fourth season he got sacked. Second time when he came back from Real Madrid, he won the Premier League in his second season, and then he got sacked. So if you look at all these things, we have got the best out of Jose. Now Jose's style is, as what many people will say, is not exactly the kind of style that football is played these days. So from my point of view, we have got the best out of him. So what really matters? If he had to succeed, he would have succeeded in Manchester United, where he didn't. So chances are he will do well. He might most likely finish in the top 4. He might even take Spurs to a certain place in the Champions League again, maybe semi-finals or something. But winning a trophy, I don't think it's going to happen. He might come close, as he's always known to be the kind of a manager who might come close to winning some great things. He's still a top manager. But winning, actually, I don't think so. So all this thing, coming to all this thing, many people are calling him Judas, Snake. Some people, if you defend him in public forums, especially in Twitter and all these places, you will be called that you're not a true Chelsea fan. And so many things. But the dude, at the end of the day, was a pundit in one of the television channels, and he was just doing his job. And his job was to make sensational news. And he was making sensational news stating that Chelsea is still not there. So why are being walked upon? His biggest game plan, as if you have been watching football for a long time, if you watch Sir Alex Ferguson, SAF, in his heydays, his biggest game plan was like with Jose, is mind games. They are brilliant in mind games. His mind is everything, and they play brilliant mind games. Even before you go into the pitch, he will tell you something about you. You will have this inferiority complex, and you're gonna, bunk up. So the first thing is, he's good at mind games. He's great in mind games. He's going to tell you certain things that you will never expect anybody to say. Like example, yesterday he was asked this question, that do you think it was the reason for Poch's sacking or the players not playing well in Spurs is because they lost this Champions League final. And what was his answer? How many of us will give an answer like that? He gave an answer saying, I never lost a final in the Champions League, so I don't know. Who in today's world will give an answer like that? I even asked, nobody will give an answer like that. That is him. He is an astute person who is one of the topmost people when it comes to mind games. There's nobody else out there who can play mind games as good as he does. So he's playing mind games. Jody Morris fell into it. We don't need to concentrate on what his mind games are, what he is doing. He is no longer associated with Chelsea Football Club, and he will, if he gets a job, which he has got right now, will move on to certain places, like he has moved to Spurs. And I said to a couple of people, down the line, you might see the likes of Frank Lampard and Jody Morris and John Terry, among others, who have been Chelsea's royals, might also move to other clubs who could be our rivals. Think about it. If Frank becomes really successful in the next 5, 7, 8 years and he stays with Chelsea, which we will love, do you think John Terry will wait? He might go to a direct rival to be a manager. Obviously, in a couple of years, you will see John Terry managing a Premiership Football Club, maybe an Everton, maybe a Bournemouth, maybe something like that, Watford. And if he does well, he might get a chance to manage, Man City or Man United. Do you think he's gonna say no to that? How many of you, Frank, say no to Man City? Even he played for one season, he did play for them. So they are professionals. They are not like club fans like we are. For me, I will never wear a Spurs jacket. I will never go to Spurs. I will never think about Arsenal. I might talk about them. But for these guys, these are professionals. If tomorrow, and their chances are actually very limited. If someone like, Mourinho says, I won't go to Spurs because I am a Chelsea guy, who will be at a loss? Not us. It'll be Jose. He's earning 15 mil a year. He cannot give that out. If 15 million is kept in front of you and you're a dedicated Chelsea fan, how many of you will say no to that? Think about it. I see a lot of Chelsea fans who have come up with names for Jose, Snake, Judas, and all that crap. Put yourself in those shoes. I'm pretty sure many of you are very young. You guys don't understand life as it should be understood. You will understand in due time. You will see the likes of great players who have played for us. In due time, you'll see them in the future. Might manage. I'm not saying they will. Might manage. Think about Jody Morris. He is an assistant to Frankie. Tomorrow, if a club comes for him, he will go. Everybody wants to improve in their life. Everybody wants to do better than what they're doing right now. And same goes with Jody Morris. He might do the same thing. So, all this thing that's going on with Mourinho, think about it. Don't think about it at all. That's actually, we should concentrate on where we are. We have started very nicely. A lot of us, including myself, did not think we'll be in the position we are. We thought we'll be struggling in the mid-table or something. We are now in the top 4. There's a chance of finishing in the top 4. We need to just concentrate on what we are doing right now, or nothing else. Mourinho had to go. Ancelotti has gone somewhere. Sarri has gone somewhere. Our ex-managers, whoever they are, if they get a job, they will go somewhere else. So it's just, they're professionals. They are meant to do those things because that is their career. If that was my career, I will be doing something like that. If it is your career, you will be doing something like that. So let's not get into it. We should concentrate on our great thing. And coming to that, had I spoken everything about Jose? I think a little bit. Maybe if something comes in my mind, I'll talk again in the next video. But we'll not extend this video much, but we'll want to go ahead in the most important thing. The biggest thing about this weekend for us is the Man City match at Etihad. Man City lost their last match in the Premier League to Liverpool 3-0, very convincing loss. So they will be coming back roaring in at their home ground. They don't want to lose back to back. They're already 8 points behind, if more than that, 9 points maybe. We are 8 points behind Liverpool. Man City is number 4th. We are number 3rd right now. So on paper it looks very even Stevens, but that's not the case. It will be a very challenging effort for Chelsea to even go to Man City, to go to Etihad and even get a point. If you have seen my video of last season, Chelsea versus Man City, I talked about how Sarri should play the match, especially not conceding early. That's the simplest of things that you can do in any match, is not concede early. Unfortunately, last season when we lost 6-0, the drubbing, we conceded 4 goals in the first half an hour, and you cannot do anything when you do that. Now this will be Frank's biggest test till now. He has lost to Liverpool and Manchester United in the Premier League, the big matches. He has lost to Manchester United in the League Cup. It's a big match. The only ray of shining armor, whatever how you put it, his Ajax matches. We won that match at the Cruyff Stadium, Cruyff Arena, and the return leg we were down 4-1, but the 2 red cards for Ajax players meant we at least got a draw. 4-4. Could have been 5-4. It was looked much better had it been 5-4. It should have been 5-4. Trust me, we should have won that match. Either way, the thing is, it's a big test for Frankie to go out there and get something, and this will be something we need to think about how we play. Again, if you look at the Ajax match, the biggest thing was that we concede goals. We concede free kicks near our penalty box. And if you do against big teams, and Man City is a better team than Ajax, we are going to have a lot to deal with. And we were lucky enough, sort of lucky, that 2 of their Ajax players got red carded. It's not going to happen again. Lightning doesn't strike twice. So I'm not expecting 2 red cards for Man City. But telling you the truth, we need to play it normally. If you don't concede goals in the first 45 minutes from them, I can think at least we can manage our draw. Our defense without Alonso looks better, with the Azpilicueta looks better. So I'm pretty sure it's go with the same team. The team is going to be simple. I mean, there have been weeks when we talk about the team, we talk about which player for which position, and right now it looks more settled. I know we still have 3-4 players who are still injured. Barkley, Loftus-Cheek, and obviously we don't talk about Van Ginkel, but he's there somewhere. And so a few other players. Rudiger is still injured. But it's going to be a simple team. I think Kepa at goal, Zuma and Tomori. I don't see Christensen coming in right here. Both Zuma did not play for France. Tomori had his first international cap, played a few minutes as a sub. Emerson was part of the Italian team. I don't think he played. The one match I saw him, I don't think he was in the team. And I'm pretty sure Reece James is going to start. I mean, Azpilicueta might, but I don't think he will. Which would mean if Reece starts and Azpilicueta doesn't start, that would mean Jorginho will captain Chelsea for the first time. And it might just be the start of a big thing for him being the captain of Chelsea, which a lot of us might be looking forward to. So Jorginho and Kante will be in the midfield. Though Kovacic has played well, I don't see Kovacic keeping Kante in the subs bench. So it'll be the other way around, Kante playing and Kovacic in the subs bench. Mount will be another midfielder. Pulisic, if he's fit, he's going to start. Most likely he will be fit. I will get to hear from Frankie today, I guess. And Willian on the other side, and Tammy starting as a striker. It's as simple as it goes, so we'll play like that. Our main criteria should be simple. Don't concede a goal. I think Christensen, Hudson-Odoi and Batshuayi would be the 3 subs who will be coming in. But I'm not thinking Christensen. Maybe Kovacic will be the guy who will be as a sub, not Christensen, especially if those defenders play well, Tomori and Zuma. So the big question to me is how we play. The main thing how we play is not concede any goal, not concede any free kicks. They are a very good side. They have some really good players. The defense is a bit disarray. Their defense is not as good as what it was last season, and that is where we can take some advantages. But it's going to be quite a challenge to get 1 point. Forget about 3 points. But again, not being pessimistic, I think we can go ahead and get something done. The defense is a loss at times. There have been teams who have gone to Etihad and won matches, so we can also do something like that. But we need to make sure, first thing and the main thing, not concede any goals. If you are able to continue the match for the first 40-45 minutes without conceding anything, in the second half they can come back and score goals. There's a good chance we can get something out of this match. I personally don't think we're going to get 3 points. 1 point for sure is a chance. But I leave it to you guys. You guys let me know what you guys think about the match. What do you guys think about Jose's situation? It's a huge thing. The comment section, I really want you guys flooded. Let me know what you guys think about Jose's situation. Did he do the right thing going to Spurs? I think he did. As a professional, he did what he did have to do. No questions asked. Now, what do you guys think about the team news for Chelsea against Man City? What do you think will happen? What do you think will be the scoreline? What do you think Man City will be struggling still? Let me know in the comment section as always. I love listening from you guys. So, till next time, hoping for a Chelsea win. I sign out from this place. I'm hoping to make another video or a couple of videos over here before I go back to my workplace. So until next time guys, see you. Bye bye.